Hello everyone, welcome back to Obsessive Prepper AZ. Today I want to do a real quick review on the OKMO solar panels that I have back here. Now I just got two of them in. They're 100 watts each, and I've got it where I can actually combine the two, so I have 200 watts. And the reason why I wanted two of the 100 watt panels is because I've got my power banks back here. Now I did previous reviews on the OKMO 1000 that I'll leave up here if you want to see it, and also the OKMO 2000 that I'll leave up here for you. Those reviews, I go through an extensive review on what you can plug in, how long it will last. I plug in my freezer, it lasts for a long period of time, and in that video I set a stopwatch, and you can see how long before one of these power bars go down and until I get to that last bar. What I plug in, lights, fans, if you want to plug a heater, oxygen machines, things like that. In an SHTF situation, you're going to have to think about electricity. You could have a generator, but you've got to think about how much gas you're going to store. That's a lot of gas. Propane, how much propane are you going to store? Now, as a prepper, I store a lot of all of that, but you have to keep in your mind, if you're running a lantern per se, you go camping, you plug one of those 16.4 ounce lantern, propane canisters into your lantern, and eventually through the night that thing runs out of gas. So you have to have a lot of propane on hand to be able to run lanterns, but you can't run freezers and refrigerators unless you have a propane generator or gas. And again, I go back to how much fuel are you going to store. So we've got the OKMO 1000, the OKMO 2000. If we use them, how are we going to recharge them? That's where my solar panels come into. So I have two of my panels back here. I went ahead and opened one up because I wanted to show you, and then I left one in the box so that you could see how it comes in shipped. In this video, if you want to keep watching, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my OKMO 2000, I'm going to plug it into my freezer, I'm going to go ahead and drain this battery down, and tomorrow we're going to go ahead and get our solar panels out in the sun, connected to our power banks, and see how long it takes to build up those bars. I want to know how long, and I think in these videos you want to know how long it's going to take to charge. Now, just like any solar panel, you're going to have to work out where your area is at and how long. Some places have more wind, some people have more clouds in their areas. So with those kind of conditions, they will take longer. I'm in Arizona. It's going to be a snap for those to recharge because we really don't have, unless it's hazy days, we don't have a lot of issues with clouds unless it's going to storm. So we've got our OKMO solar panel here. This thing is sturdy. I would say it's probably about 5 pounds. I'll have to look at the description on it. It has got a crazy magnetic. You can see I'm holding it with it in the center and it's not plopping open. Now they have the outside legs, and I will show you this as the video goes on. I'll probably time lapse it when I do this tomorrow, but it has two legs to set it up. There's the other leg, and then they also have a bag to their power, to the solar panel. And in that bag, it's got all the readings, and here what I have is the cable that will attach my other solar panel to this. So if I just wanted to have one solar panel for one thing, I could, but this Anderson cable will connect the two, and then we've got all the cables in here, and I'll go through more of that tomorrow when I hook this up so that you can see. I just wanted to give you a general idea of what it comes with. Now these solar panels are approximately $299, and if you've watched, the price of everything is going up. Originally a lot of these were like $229. They're getting a little pricey, but if you're worried about having energy for your house, I highly suggest getting them. Now this is one of the panels here, and then when we have the legs out, it will hold it. And again, depending on the angle of the sun, what you're going to need to get. If you have a solar sun oven, you know you're always chasing the sun with solar. So this is one of the panels. I'll give you an idea. I'm going to get this over here. Give me a second, get set up. So I'm going to go ahead and get it opened up here for you so you can see. Might do this time lapse so it doesn't take as long for you. Panel up here, as you can see it, and the other one down here. Now the owner's manual on your OKMO is not a whole lot. It is pretty basic and simple. Try to get it in here so you can see. You've got your different outlets that you can plug in, your Anderson outlet. Pretty much what they're telling you is don't get the solar panel wet. Don't submerge it. Other than that, don't drop it, don't break the panels, but that's common sense. We all know that. And just to give you a little bit of information here, as I had mentioned before, it's 100 watts peak power. We're at 21.6 on the open circuit voltage. Power current is 5.55A. We have cell efficiency at 23%. Short circuit current is 6.1. USB connection is 5 volts, 3A. Power voltage 18 volts, USB A output, and then you have the operating temperature range here. So that's some of the information. Again, I'm going to go ahead, run my power banks down. I'm going to hook them up tomorrow, and we're going to find out what we can do. So if you want to keep watching, we'll get back to you. So this is a backup refrigerator I have out in the garage that basically just holds a bunch of random stuff. I have my deep freezer also. So if you're having a bunch of freezers full of meat, again, a power bank is very smart to have the solar panels. I went ahead and unplugged this little guy here, and I'm going to plug it into an electrical cord, and then I will get it over to my power bank on the OKMO 2000 or even the 1000. When you plug this in, you're going to have to push this AC button to get it to work. So I turn my power bank on, I'm going to plug it in, and then what we have to do is hold down this button, and you can see all of a sudden it started blinking, and you can see AC out, and it's going to start running my freezer, my refrigerator. Tomorrow I'll get back with you. I'll show you how many bars have dropped, and then we'll get a hook to the solar panel. Okay, so we're almost at 24 hours here, and we are down to 1 bar on our power bank. Now, I did the review on this OKMO 2000, and I showed you using my newer freezer, lights, and fans, and I got much more time. So what this tells me is that my old refrigerator is a energy 11 creature, and I'm going to have to get rid of it and get a new refrigerator for outside because it sucks the energy. But anyways, we're down to our 1 bar. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Arizona. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to hook up the solar panels. I'll get those hooked up, and that'll be in the next clip. Okay, so this is our solar panel and the back of it in the pouch here. It's got all the information actually on the nylon. It is printed on the nylon here. And this is our plug-in, and it has a USB port, and it has the Type-C port. And so what I have here is my USB. So if I can do it holding my camera, all we have to do is plug it in, and then you can see that my phone just turned on. And that is because I have it connected to one of the solar panels. I have not opened up this one yet. And so what we've got is the cord going down. It's the Anderson connection. Here I've got an extra cord that attaches the 2 solar panels together, and then it is actually connected to one of my solar panels here. I've got my power bank here, and my barbecue island for me is a perfect place that I can have my power bank without being in direct sun. So I'm going to go ahead and get this connected. Well, it's already connected. Get it set up so you can see the whole setup, but I like being able to just be able to charge your phone or something small if you need to. So I have my panels set up. Each panel, when it is open, is approximately 3 foot 9 inches. The whole thing set up is a little over 7.5 feet. And I went ahead and put it on beach towels. I will probably look for something else, but I'm going to be able to know that it's not going to move around and that the legs will slip. And I'm just one of those people that if you can keep it from getting filthy, all the better. So I went ahead and put a couple beach towels here. And like I said, I've got my barbecue island here, and I've got my power bank over here. My power bank set up here, and then all I've got to do is plug in my Anderson connection. See if I can get it here where you can see it. I'll plug that in, and you can see that I am charging on my power bank here with the Anderson. You could also do the DC in, but it's nice having this Anderson connection here. Another thing I wanted to mention real quick is I have almost 9 feet of cable here. So by having that, you should be able to stretch out your cord, keep your power bank under some kind of awning, something like that. Let me get past here so you can see the whole setup. Hopefully it's not such a horrible glare. All right, again, we'll get back to you as soon as I get to a full charge. So you can see that I've adjusted my solar panels a little bit. I always say with solar, we're always chasing the sun. And we are at 2 bars, probably pretty close to 3 bars. And it is approximately 1:15, so 4 hours, 15 minutes after we plug this in. Okay, so I've had to shift and chase the sun around. We are 7 hours and 42 minutes into this, and we are at 3 bars, almost to 4. So I have everything set back up here in the garage. A few final thoughts. Now, I love these solar panels. I love the fact that they're lightweight. They're easy to use. I love the legs on the solar panels. Now, the only thing that I had mentioned previous is I cook with solar sun ovens all the time, and I am always chasing the sun. And so with the solar panels, you're having to move them around a little bit. I like the fact that I use those beach towels because I was able to drag them and not have to pick them up and move them. Those legs, we had one windy day that was just amazingly windy, and didn't knock the panels over, didn't even move them. What I did find interesting is I was expecting to recharge this 2,000 watt power bank in about 14, 17 hours. It took much longer than that. I got these panels set up, I'm raring to go, and I knew I was going to take some time to go into the next day of charging. What I didn't anticipate is it became cloudy, and it didn't just become cloudy on Monday. Tuesday it rained. So that's something as a prepper we've got to plan for. You're always going to have those kind of conditions. So where I expected to have my 2,000 power bank charged in give or take a day and a half, 2 days, it took much longer than that. But like I said, as a prepper, you know, you're always coming across obstacles. So it's one of those things where you want to be prepared with maybe another alternative, an extra power bank to run those refrigerators or freezers or the things that you want. I hope this video helped you out. I did a little TikTok I'll have here showing as I'm finishing up that I showed prepper supplies, things that we need as a prepper. I don't want anybody to ever be discouraged on prepping. We all have to start somewhere, and I know that these panels can be a little pricey. Power banks are pricey. You're trying to make the right decisions, but doing something is better than doing nothing. And I hope these reviews help you out on trying to make decisions of something that you want. I really like these solar panels. They were lightweight, easy to move, very easy to use. Very easy to use. So if you don't even have power banks but you want other things to charge, again, I had mentioned vans, motorhome, dry dock, you know, boondocking in your motorhomes, your RVs. I think you have a place for these kind of solar panels and the power banks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, and if you want to be notified for future videos, ring the bell. Have a blessed day.